Before we kick this review off, I just want to say, it's okay, Zayn. I'm listening. Alright? Cool. The review today is going to be of Zayn Malik's newest album, Nobody Is Listening. Zayn Malik is an R&B singer, pop singer, and he's formerly from the band One Direction. People are squealing when I say that. I know. I was a Directioner. But outside of that, after they split, all of them started to go on to their solo careers. Niall is having some moderate success. I don't even know if he put out an album last year. Maybe he did. Liam has kind of had success. He's had like one song that I've heard, but I haven't really heard any of his other stuff. Louis, I don't know what's going on with Louis. I haven't heard any of his stuff. I'm pretty sure he did put out stuff. But definitely the biggest success that any of the former members had was Harry Styles. He's been able to carry that success and his talent outside of that onto his solo work. And his solo work is really good. I'm looking at you. Yeah. I'm proud of that one. But outside of that, Zayn has always been a bit of an oddball for me. He left the group before they officially disbanded. Their final album didn't have Zayn on it. And he started to put out some solo music. His first album, I'm pretty sure it was called Mind of Mine, was okay. It was a good start. It had that massive song Pillow Talk, which was a pretty good pop song. But outside of that, it's pretty much been downhill for him since there. Icarus Falls, which was like almost 30 songs. I think it was because like he wanted streams or something. That album sucked ass. I had to remember that album to record this video. It was rough. So a couple years after that, maybe 3 or 4, he's back with Nobody Is Listening. And I gotta tell you, for being a One Direction fan, I had no idea this album was coming out. I had no clue. I didn't listen to any of the singles off of this. I never heard a single thing about this project at all until like Thursday, the day before this came out. And I gotta admit, this didn't do anything for me. This would sound like it would be right up my alley. It feels like Zayn is turning into one of those nondescript R&B singers. He's trying to turn himself into more of a Her or a Bryson Tiller, and it's just not working. I thought of 2 things when I was listening to this album. First, I thought that Nobody Is Listening was gonna take this over-the-top production with like this crazy amount of like bombastic pop music, and it doesn't, which I'm kind of happy about. But then again, this isn't much better. Although it has some of this over-dramatic R&B characteristic. And it's so cliched, I can't really take it. And he's not destroying your ears or anything. Vocally, he's still pretty good. Like, the vocals on here are okay. It's just everything else is awful. The writing is awful. The production is also kind of bad. I mean, other than some falsetto moments that just don't stick the landing to me, his vocals are okay. But none of these songs stand out. All of these songs sound the same. The production is so basic on here, close to even non-existent. And he had said that this was his most personal album to date. Where? I don't see any of this that's personal. It's just, the songwriting on this is surface level in about every way. Once you've heard a song, you've pretty much heard the entire album. Maybe except for Calamity. That was actually a pretty decent intro, I'll give it that. Only that, and some of the vocals, are the only appeal of this album. I mean, the track with Sid, I don't even remember the name of that song right now, is okay. That's the only okay song on this album. I do not understand why some people are praising this album. I'm very, very confused. Gotta tell you, this is a not good way to start off the year. And I'm very sad in saying that. This is already in the running for one of the worst albums this year. Just everything about this is so bland, and especially with the striking cover art for this that reminds me of a Radiohead album. It does not do this music justice. I don't plan on listening to anything off of this again. It sucks. This album sucks. I am giving this album a 3 out of 10. I'm settling it here. That's pretty much it. Harry, do you have anything to say on this? Yeah, that's a good point. He is right.